What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of The Road to Glory. First things first guys, yesterday you got a bonus upload by accident. I accidentally released the Aubameyang Player of the Month video, or I say I released it. I had it scheduled for 10 AM today, with the time you're watching this one, and YouTube just decided that that's not okay and they wanted to put it live. So we're rushing a bit of a video here. I've done MILINKOVIC-SAVIC SBC card. And then we're going to get ourselves in a whole bunch more Foot Champs games for this episode. Probably anywhere from 8 to 10 games that I'm going to play on Saturday night. And that's going to leave me with about 14 games for Sunday. 14 to 18 games for Sunday. So I'm going to try, as I said in the last video, I'm going to try my absolute best to get through the games. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. But here we go, guys. So I actually managed to do this one. Some of these I did buy, but with items from my club. So Glick I picked up for 3.5k way back before. You know, people keep asking me, and the reason why I got Subasic for cheap, and the reason why I got Ruffier for cheap, people ask me when I buy these players, hey man, why are you buying such and such cards? And the answer is always, because there's no reason to. You know, I bought this Glick when there was just no reason to buy these cards. I can't imagine he's like hugely valued right now. I mean, well, maybe he is. Like he's up at like 8k right now. And the reason why I bought him at 3.5k is because there was just no reason to buy them, which means there was no demand for them. There was lots of them on the market. Their price was low. And I got away with it. I also bought Danilo Pereira for super cheap, 5k for him. If he's gone up towards like 10, 12k as well, oh, there you go, he's 10k. See, I can drop him. And I actually bought a whole bunch of UCL cards. Why can my trade not be completed? Hello, you drunk game? All right, anyway, we'll go and check that out in a second. I'll show you the cards that I've got. But this is the first one done, Lazio, for a rare mega pack. And for what it's worth, this MILINKOVIC-SAVIC SBC, brilliant value for money. It's fluctuating in price right now. It's up at 150k on Xbox and 140 on PlayStation. It was as low as 120. Even at 150k, I still think it's worth it because you get 100,000 coins worth of packs and an insane card that's going to get upgraded at least one more time. We're going to get rid of a Dan. 207 games for us, untradeable. It was beautiful in us getting Elite for the first time, but we don't need him anymore. I picked up Carvajal for 4,900, PK for 32,000, Nacho for 1,800, and Vidal actually managed to snipe for 2,000, which is great. Busquets for 33k, a first owner Serbian player, Saul for 11k, Illaramendi for 3k, another first owner Serbian player, and then Karim Benzema, who of course is untradeable for us and first owner there. That completes this one and gives us a prime gold players pack. But more importantly, guys, that gives us another option. And more importantly, this gives us a big player with regards to our SBC issues. Now, of course, it will be impossible for me to start him in my team on anything less than 4 chemistry. I would have to work miracles to get him onto 8 chem unless we do it with Makalele and Ferdinand to trap him in somewhere to get him on 8 chemistry. What that will mean going forwards, though, is that some of the other players will probably like suffer for chem. So I don't know. I'll see how we go with him. He's not really perfectly suited for a CDM, at least not yet, because this card is good, but high medium is obviously an issue. But 4-star, 4-star, 6'3", and he's got good defensive stats, good jumping, good heading, and he's massive. Good passing. I mean, his short pass, long pass, and vision are immaculate. Well, not immaculate, but very good. His finishing is very good. His ball control, dribbling, and composure are good. A little low on reactions. His physicals are very good. After another 2 or 3 upgrades for this guy, he's going to be a beast. And we've now got him in the club, which is phenomenal. And that leaves us, guys, with 2 more packs to open. So if our red list luck really is going in strong, now's a good time, EA, to give me a walkout. No walkout on the first one. Any Serbian players would be nice to be able to sell. Not even a board, guys, out the Prime Gold Players Pack. We're going to get Suso, who I already have in the club. And so I'm going to sell him on. I'll send everyone up to the trade pile for now, and I'll deal with them at a later date. But we get Ilicic there, only 700 coins. Nothing major out of that. I'm going to send all of this up to the trade pile for the time being, and I will sort it out after the video is done. And then last but not least, guys, a rare mega pack, a 55k pack. Can we get lucky out of this? No, we cannot. Unless we get a board or an inform. So not even a board. So my red list luck, guys, is well and truly over at this stage. Although we got something good in yesterday's video. I mean, that is terrible. He can go and he can go. some contracts that I'll sell in due course, some fitness cards that I'll sell, some consumables, some position modifiers that will sell in due course. I think is a striker to centre forward expensive right now? No, not really. Gary Rodriguez there, I can actually discard. In fact, all three of these I can discard. They're not going to sell for much more. So we're going to get rid of those guys, and that is going to be that, dude. So we're now going to move into some gameplay. I will be right back. Okay, guys, into the gameplay we go. And of course, as per usual, we got some comments for the video. Lots of angry people in the video. Not angry people. That's the wrong term. Lots of people disagreeing with my decision regarding Trezeguet. We're going to get to that in a second. But first, Absolute 0273 says, weird upload time, but I'm not complaining. So the reason why... Well, today, you're getting the video at 10 PM instead of 10 AM because this should have been tomorrow's 10 AM video. It uploaded, like, on YouTube, there's like a scheduling button. So you upload your video, you set a time that you want it to go live, or you can upload it unlisted, or you can upload it to go public immediately. And on the road to glory, because I'm always, like, prepared 6 to 8 hours ahead, I always schedule it. So I had yesterday's Aubameyang video set for 10 AM this morning, which is when it should have gone live. However, for some reason, YouTube decided to publish it at 6 PM, even though, like, I thought, okay, I've made a mistake there. I've put it at 6 PM instead of 10 AM, just on accident, no problem at all. But when I went into the actual video manager, the video was live, getting views and getting comments, but still had scheduled for 10 PM or 10 AM. So I was like, well, there's obviously, you know, something's just gone wrong here. So the video went live, so I've had to kind of scramble to get a video together for today in time. So you actually got a double upload yesterday, and to be honest, it worked really well. The number of views on both videos were fantastic. So I think from now on, going forwards over the weekends, I might start putting 2 videos up every day on Saturday and Sunday, and giving you guys an extra video over the weekend. You know, I know a lot of you guys are off school or off work over the weekend, so you got a lot more time. So with that in mind, yeah, we might start doing double uploads every weekend from next weekend, 10 AM and 10 PM, not 6 PM like that video went live, but we'll do 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, all the way through the weekend, 10 to 10 to 10, 10, 10. So the next comment is from Callum Goodwin, says, I feel emotionally attached to Trezeguet throughout this series. Yeah, man. I mean, Trezeguet's been great, and don't get me wrong, he's been great, very, very, very good, but he's never going to be in the team long term anyway, because as soon as Henry becomes available, which I assume Henry will become available before like R9 and such, as soon as Henry becomes available, Trezeguet's gone. And so in the meantime, you know, we've got Aubameyang, and you can see by the number of goals Aubameyang's scoring for me, he is outscoring Trezeguet. And I think, like, on my personal opinion, I think Aubameyang is literally Trezeguet with pace. Let me get them both up and have a look at the in-game stats, because although they're not identical, Trezeguet is definitely better in some regards. Aubameyang is better in other regards. So for face card stats only, Aubameyang has 83 dribbling versus the 82 of Trezeguet. Aubameyang has way more passing, 79 versus 70. Aubameyang has way more pace, 95 versus 81. The only instances where Trezeguet excels is in shooting and physical. When you look at the shooting, a lot of that comes in volleys and penalties. And with a sniper chem style that I had on, let me actually give the chem styles, because I had a sniper on Aubameyang and I have a hunter on Trezeguet. So that puts still Aubameyang's way faster. In terms of shooting, you know, it is genuinely 6 of one and half a dozen of another, other than shot power and long shots. Aubameyang doesn't quite have the shot power and long shots of Trezeguet, but as you've just seen with the goal I just scored there from Aubameyang, it doesn't matter. Because of how overpowered time finishing is, it just doesn't matter. Aubameyang is outscoring Trezeguet by far. Aubameyang has much better curve, which is, again, a big reason why a lot of these finesse shots are going in. He has better crossing, better free kick accuracy, which doesn't really matter, better vision. He has much better dribbling across the ball, much better agility, much better balance, much better reactions, better ball control, only by one though, much better dribbling and better composure than David Trezeguet. And because I have a sniper chem style on Aubameyang, he gets a boost in composure. So Aubameyang goes up to 92, whereas Trezeguet is 85. And then for physicals, Aubameyang has better jumping, which is great for corners, and you see me score a lot of corners with Aubameyang, even in this video. He has a little less stamina by 4, a little less strength, well, a fair bit less strength by 7, and much less aggression, which doesn't really matter. So I don't know. I feel like Aubameyang, 4-star, the same height as Trezeguet, the same skill moves and weak foot as Trezeguet, and I just feel like he is better. And I think over time, you guys will notice that I will score considerably more goals with Aubameyang than I will with Trezeguet. And look at that for a goal. What a strike that was. I think somebody mentioned in the comment section that why would I get rid of a guy that's scoring on average 1 goal per game and getting 1 assist every 3 games? And the answer quite simply is because Aubameyang is doing more. I'm on my PlayStation right now. Let me have a look at what I've got for Aubameyang in the number of games that I've played so far. And I think he's played like around like, I'd say about 18 games for me, maybe a little bit less for Aubameyang. He has played for me 15 games. He has 25 goals and 4 assists. And of course, it's all FUT champs. So 25 goals. He's scoring almost 3. Like it's like 1.6 goals per game he is for me, which is way better than what Trezeguet was doing. And Amar Okosh says, Nep, if you're thinking of playing Tar and Farman, don't sell Varane and Courtois straight away, just in case you don't like them and regret it, just like what happened with Lloris. There is no chance I'm selling Varane and Courtois until I get like much better replacements. Varane, as you guys that watch Skills will know, is basically as good as an icon centre-back. Courtois has proven to be a beast for me. Courtois is definitely one that I wouldn't mind getting rid of, but what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take a leaf out of Nick's book, Nick 28T's book, and I'm going to start building league teams or just other teams. I know Nick has like a Dutch team and a Serie A team and stuff like that, so we're going to put Farman in, we're going to put Jonathan Tah in when I get him. We're going to work towards getting basically a full Bundesliga team, a full Calcio A squad, which we can put that MILINKOVIC-SAVIC in and such. And then we could just start building like best teams that we can get for the different leagues, maybe a few nation teams and maybe a few other fun teams. And that's where we'll go with that. So I won't be selling those 2 players at all. Jason Victor says, Makelele is literally Kante. How is he not meta? Well, the first thing I would ask on response to that is, how often do you see the pros use Makelele or top 100 players? And the answer is like literally never, genuinely. For me personally, especially in this game, look at my team. What do you notice about my team? Everyone is massive. From my defence to my midfield to my attack. Sané, 5'11". Aubameyang, 6'2". Bale, 6'3". Pogba, 6'4". Rabiot, when I was using him, 6'4". Partey, 6'1" or 6'2". Everyone in my team is massive. Makelele is short. I think he's like 5'9", maybe 5'10", and I don't like short CDMs. If you watch my Road to Glory for any number of time, this year, last year, the year before, I very rarely used Kante. Now that might be my bad. That might be me just not doing something that's good for the series out of my own opinion on the game, and that could be a misjudged opinion. But from what I've experienced, from how I played this game, Kante just isn't. It's just not tall enough, and it's the same with Makelele. Now Makelele is going to be a good card for the time that I use him, but I don't anticipate having him in the team long term. It is literally a case for me of this being a short-term stopgap for a long-term problem. So Makelele is 5'9". The beautiful thing that Makelele does have that I'm wondering if it's going to be good for us is he has low-high work rates, which is going to be absolutely amazing. But yeah, for me, he's just too small. That's all. João Pedro says, every player you get from this point forward, you will say, I don't need him. Not at all, dude. And again, if we're going to start building more teams and a second team and such, we're definitely going to be keeping those kind of players. But I think someone like Farman, we don't need him. Courtois is such a good goalkeeper, and because we've got Ferdinand, Courtois will always be on at least 8 chemistry. So it is a case of I can't really upgrade there. However, a lot of this team can be upgraded in time. My midfield is still not ideal. Obviously, Bale, De Bruyne and Aubameyang, in my opinion, could potentially be in the team for a long time. But Sané, Partey, Pogba, Makelele, Guilavogui when we get him, the left back, they can all go. They can all be upgraded and exchanged out at the right time. They're definitely not players that I think are going to stay in the team forever. So yeah, there's definitely not a case of that, and I think going forwards now, because my team is so good, because I am in a position where I should be hitting elite every week from this point onwards. Although this week specifically is a bit of a weird one because I've been moving offices. I haven't played all my games yet. At the end of this, I'm 12-2 after 14 games, which means I've left myself 16 games for Sunday. And 2 weeks ago, when I left myself 19 games for Sunday, I crashed hard. Like late at night, I got tired. I was exhausted from playing FIFA, and I just started playing poor FIFA. You know, like the whole take a break thing is a very valid point, especially in this game, and especially now we've got 30 games a weekend. It's easy to take a break. You know, you can actually break your games up into real simple segments. 3 games takes no longer than an hour unless you go to extra time. So, you know, Friday, a little 3-game stint for an hour or so, take a nice break. Another 3-game stint, take a nice break. Another 3-game stint, take a nice break. It really limits the amount of FIFA you're going to be playing. And so, you know, from next week going forwards, now that I'm in a new league, I will be completely finished up in this office. The office will be as it should be for, you know, foreseeable future. So there'll be no delays in that sense. But because this week I only played 1 game on Friday, I was playing these games on stream last night, and in the final game I did manage to win it. Obviously I've already taken the 2 losses, so we got to 12-2, but in the final game I could feel myself just playing really bad FIFA. And I was saying to the stream, guys, it's 1 AM, I'm tired. I played a lot of FIFA today because I've gone from 1-0 on Friday to 12-2 on Saturday, so I played like 13 games plus other stuff for other videos. And I said to the stream, I feel like if I play on from here, I'm going to lose the next game because I'm just not playing good FIFA. I'm exhausted. I'm shattered. And I know, right, oh no, you're too tired to play FIFA. When you're playing in a competitive standpoint and playing against good players, you have to give it so much focus and so much energy that being tired is a reasonable excuse. If I was playing in FUT Rivals, I wouldn't care if I was tired because, like, whatever. If I lose, I lose. If I win, I win. We get points either way. It's not that big a deal. Or if I was playing Fortnite, if I die, I die. We go into another game. It's not that big a deal. If I was playing Diablo, it's a real chill game. If I was playing COD, doesn't matter. You know, like if you die, you get into another game. Because this is a competitive game and every win is so vital in FUT Champ, sorry. I want to make sure I give it my best. And so for this weekend league, saying that my team is now good enough for me to finish elite every week, I will be disappointed if I don't finish elite every week going forwards, especially after the positive starts that I've had this week. However, because I've left again so many games for Sunday night, like the time of recording this is about 5 o'clock on Sunday, which means I've got 16 games from 5 o'clock on Sunday to get through. I've still also got to make my main channel video for today and my main channel video for Monday, and I've still got to sort a few things out in the office and set up my new PC. I will be very surprised if A, I finish all my games, and B, if I do finish all my games, that I place in elite, because I'm going to be playing super late and lots of games all in a row. So if I start getting frustrated at the game, I won't have time to take a break tonight. I'm just going to have to plow on and get into the next one and the next one. So this weekend league, you know, I'm thinking like Gold 2 or Gold 1 might be a place where I just stop, you know, just get to Gold 2 or get to Gold 1 and just be like, all right, guys, we're going to call it a week here this week, and we'll go hard again next week. But because my team is in such a good spot, it actually doesn't really matter if we finish in a good place or not, because what's more important now is preparing the account. You know, making sure we've got good players for SBCs that we bought cheap when they're relevant, lots of consumables that we can buy and sell, and that we're having fun. And I don't want to get into a case this year like I did last year, where I'm forcing myself to play games and burning myself out, because by last year's Christmas, I'd given up on weekend league. I only played 2 more weekend leagues for 40 games after Christmas for the whole year. And, you know, in my mind, I'm like, oh God, don't not play 30 games, because think of the rewards you miss out on. But we're only 5 weeks in, or 6 weeks into this account now, and look at my team. If I take one slow week, who cares? Seriously, who cares? It's not going to be the definition of whether or not my account is great or not great based on one weekend league stint. So that's where we're at with that. Almost Genius says, TepentheZ is guaranteed 1 upgrade. Porto's already qualified for the knockout stages. And that's, I personally believe that that's a bad thing for TepentheZ and will keep his price low. Because unless Porto get lucky in the, you know, the round of 16 draw, if they get a big team, they're going out and he's only getting 1 upgrade. If, however, they relegated into Europa League, I'd say TepentheZ is a big card, because Porto could go far in that competition and he'd get a lot of upgrades. But yeah, I think he's, you know, unless Porto pulls something out of the bag, he's only going to get like one extra upgrade, which isn't really ideal. I did have a couple more comments, dudes. Rick says, loving the new office. Quick question, why do you keep 47 rated players on your subs to bring the rating down? It would at least make a 188 team. to test for matchmaking. I know it had an influence on divisions last year. I know team rating was used as the influence in matchmaking. I feel from my experience and from testing in FUT Rivals, it also has an influence in matchmaking. I wanted to see if it had an influence in matchmaking in FUT Champions. So far, it's kind of inconclusive, and so I would say it doesn't, but I'm still going to keep running the test and we'll see where we go. But this, guys, is going to be the end of the video for today. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rate, and comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.